And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster and I'm touching base with you as I do every day. And I'm so excited. Today is Tuesday. It is our Tip Tuesday. And what do we do on Tip Tuesday? We talk photography. So today, let me just put that up there. I forgot to put it up there, but it is Tip Tuesday. And we are going to be talking about how to master smartphone photography. Yes, a little refresher course. And so if you are interested in that, hang around. We do that. And in the last half of the hour of this of our time together, because we are a community and we are more than just photography lessons. We like to touch base with each other. That's the whole point, is touch base daily to connect with one another. That's what it's about. So we have this is Tip Tuesday. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share. Share these photography tips. They are important. So anyway, let's see who's in the gate. Who was the first person in the gate today? It's Hannah. Ding, 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 ding. Hannah is the first person in the gate. She says, good morning. Good morning, Ron. And then right after her is Aya, Grand Rising. Good morning, Ron, everyone. RLP, boom, 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 stars. And then, yes, look at the, and then third but not last is Omar. Omar said, yeah, I know I'm not first. Yes, you're not first today, buddy. And Jazzy is in the building. Good morning, Jazzy. How are you? And Lisa is here. Oma Hannah has a trick button. She has a trick button. Lisa says good morning to everyone. Okay, y'all. You are all in the building. And so, hey, Chris is in the building. She just walked in. She's just walked into the building. And yeah, Lisa is hilarious. We all know Lisa is hilarious. She needs her own stand-up comedy show. What's going on? Mr. B is Miss G is in the building. Oh, she snatched me from B. Hey, B is in the building. Mr. Brian Young, creative is in the building. And yes, Miss G. As soon as I was clicking on Brian, she slipped in there. What's going on, G? How you doing, Miss G? My co-host and she's the co. She is my compadre. Yes. Yes. So there we have it. Welcome. Good morning. Everyone saying good morning. So first out the gate. Can I show something really fast, and I'll let you guys let me know what you think of it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share this with you all because I think it's pretty cool. And it was an amazing night last night for Jeff Bridges, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and more stars joined the White Dudes for Harris Zoom last night. And so anyway, I've always been a Jeff Bridges fan, so he's one of my favorite actors. And they showed out last night. I mean, it was a lot of people out there. A lot of people. I think the number was 3 million. Was the number 3 million? Someone please give me that information. I think it was 3 million. I do know. No, it wasn't 3 million. They did raise more than 3 million. How about that? They raised $4 million. I forgot the number of people that were on last night. It was some crazy number. It was some crazy number, but they did raise $4 million. They raised the first 2 million in the first, I think, 2 hours. So that's incredible. White Dudes for Harris. And these folks are really serious. And a lot of them are also have said that they're going to campaign for her. That's the whole thing, is to get white dudes to get out and campaign. It's more than just sending your writing your checks. You got to be involved, white dudes. I love that. White dudes. White dudes for Harris. That is beautiful. $4 million they raised last night, and they were I forgot the number. Does anyone have that number? Let me check. 2,000. It was 2,000 men that came out last night. That's a whole lot of folks. That's a whole lot of folks. 2,000, says Jazzy. 2,000 men came out. That is white dudes. I mean, there's some black folks in there too. But the white dudes, it was their night. And that is awesome. So, guys, congratulations to all the white dudes. We have white dudes in our community. So, celebration to those white dudes that were there. And that's really cool. I thought it was awesome. And man, the country's on fire. Let's keep the flames going. Let's keep it going. They say, oh, it's just the Republicans are saying, oh, they're just in the honeymoon stage. They're just in the honeymoon stage. Ha! Sorry. We are not in the honeymoon stage. We are going to make I should say we are in the honeymoon stage, but this honeymoon is going to last all the way to the voting booth. November is around the corner. Yes. Also, what else I have here for you guys? What else are we talking about today? Today is the national organizing call with Vice President Harris at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you go to Google, click on National Organizing Call with Vice President Harris, and get the link, and you can sign up. They have prepared Zoom for more than 1 million people to tune in. Okay, so come all to the national organizing call with Vice President Harris. That is this evening at 7 p.m. Make sure you are a part of it. Just put it in, go to your Google, put it in there. However, I will have the link in the description of this video. So when this YouTube video is over, you'll be able to go to the description and get the link. And just like me, you will get an email with a link to the Zoom call this evening. I am so excited. I'm so excited. So excited. Can I say it again? I am so excited. Women. We're going to have our black, Asian, African American, Jamaican president of the United States of America. This is like the icing on the cake. We had our first black vice president. We got our first black woman on the SCOTUS. Why not the presidency? Come on, women. Especially our black women. We must protect them with everything we got. Anyway, you know I'm almost on a soapbox there. I'm almost on a soapbox. I am just like psyched. I know so many amazing black women. That's what makes me so excited. I will always say there's no one more organized than black women. This is not to take away from white women, but black women go through, what did Papa Pope say in a Scandal? Do you guys remember Papa Pope? When he gives Olivia the speech, when he gives her his monologue and says, you. How do you remember that Papa Pope speech to Olivia on the tar and the hanger, right in the hanger? You must be 100 times better. Get it out of your heads that you are going to get your position because you are mediocre, because you are, as they say, a DEI. Please. Kamala. lawyer, DA, senator, vice president. Come on, y'all. She got more than enough credentials. Trump don't have Trump was a president and he still don't have credentials because he was an idiot, a buffoon. I'm sorry, I said up. I resorted to name calling. I can't. Oh, right? But think about her credentials compared to Trump's, compared to JD Vance. JD Vance just fell off the. Can I use Kamala's? JD Vance just fell out the coconut tree. He just came. He just fell off the coconut tree. He fell out. Come on, y'all. JD Vance, the way they are just in a uproar. They don't know how to deal with Kamala. Oh, okay. We got someone in here. Big Robert Robot News today. Well, we may have to let Robot News go. I mean, we like opinions, but you, my sir, are totally wrong. She was not in charge of the border. She was not the border czar. Check your information. She did not lock up black men. Only 45 went to jail while she was the DA. And she created amazing programs. Should I go on, Mr. Big Robot News today? One black man was doing life in prison because of that. Oh, yeah, you got to be blocked. You got to be blocked. How do we block this dude? Let's put him out. Let's put him out his misery here. Let's put him out of his misery. Holy moly. Wait, let's go. Delete, put user in timeout. There we go. He's in timeout. That's how we do it. Big Butt News today was banned and their comments were removed. We ain't going for that foolishness. We ain't going for that foolishness in this community. But I like how we can for every one of his little stupid points, we were able to say this is what really happened. Kamala did more. She tried her best to keep black men out of prison. Get the record straight. Get the record straight. Well, he is out on timeout, as they say. I love this little button. I love being in control. It says timeout. Can't post comments. Yeah, he is on timeout. He wasn't one. He's not part of this community. He was an intruder. He may have been a bot. He may not, whoever he was, he wasn't going to steal our joy. He wasn't going to steal our joy. That's right, D. He was a troll. A troll. And then he had to use the B word. Once he used the B word, I was like, oh, you are done. You are done. You don't call our black women nothing. You don't call women that. We respect women in this community. No woman should ever hear that B word. Uh-oh, he got me all riled up. Got me riled up. Anyway, back to the order of the day. National organizing call with Vice President Harris is this evening. So make sure you do that. Yeah, these Russian bots, they're on. They are fueled. They're everywhere. You must protect your audience, protect your community. Okay, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so guys, what else is in the headlines today that we probably could address? I think that's it. That's all I got on. That's all I got. However, we are getting closer to a VP announcement. I think the deadline, I think it's the 7th, August 7th. I think Kamala will do it way before. I think she's going to do it this week. I still think maybe Friday. Maybe. I know next week is August 7th. Can you believe next week is the first full week of August? Holy moly. Ugh. You made it, Ron. You yes, oh yes, I hate the bots. Yeah. Yeah, we had that little we had a he's gone. He's gone. He's on timeout. He's gone. The great thing about electronics today, we have these little buttons at our hand that can say, "Oh, poof." And it was the first time using my poof button. Be gone. Anyway, sorry. I'm having too much fun with this. Uh Oh, yes, exactly, Lisa. She said, "It's funny though how they all run with the same silly untruths." Exactly. That was nice. I like that. Okay, here we go. Jazzy says Peter Buttigieg is putting in that work. She has great people. He has great people to pick. She has great people to pick from. Look, the one thing I have to say about the Democratic Party in this cycle, in the last couple of cycles, the politicians are getting better and better, as in their abilities. I mean, she really could win with any of them. I mean, Buttigieg, Kelly, Shapiro, Hicks. I think it's his name is Hicks, and yeah. Derek says, "Bot, be gone." Oh, Ron, you Ron be gone button. Yeah, that was so much fun. You had no idea how fun that was. That was probably one of the highlights of my day. To go press that button. That's right. That's why we have it. Use it. I am not going to have you cannot insult women. Please, not in this community. Not in this community. It's not had. We will not have it. Okay. Yeah, so VP is that is definitely something that's going on right now, and trying to but I have a question for you guys. Who do you think it's going to be? Or you people who are following, who do you think it's going to be? Buttigieg, Kelly, Shapiro? Well, it's definitely not the gentleman from North Carolina. He was like, I cannot leave my spot because there's a crazy person that could take my place, which is strange in North Carolina. How did he get a crazy governor? How did the governor of North Carolina get a crazy lieutenant governor? How did that happen? I don't know. What happened in the elections in North Carolina that happened? It's kind of strange. Lisa, Lisa says, "How did he even find us?" I know, right? Not like our audience is huge. It's not like we're a big giant 6,000 people in our chat. That was weird. That was really weird. Um, that means we're getting traction out there. That's what that means. That means we're getting traction. People do see this platform. People do see this community. Right? You see, just because the numbers say 9 right now, which is strange, it just dropped. It said 9. Just because there's only 9 people here doesn't mean only 9 people see this. A lot of people see this. You'd be surprised in my analytics. If I took you through the analytics, you'd be like, wow, Ron, a lot of people look at this show. A lot of people look at this community. Okay, Jazzy says, I'm still leaning Kelly, but I'm not sure. Isn't this the craziest thing? I have been so stumped. I think Kelly is the guy. I think it's going to be Kelly. I want it to be Buttigieg, but I don't think America's ready. I shouldn't say that though. I mean, this is all about new stuff, right? What I mean, the people that are going to vote for a woman will definitely vote for a gay white man. I don't think it's going to matter. I think Buttigieg is the man. I mean, talking about giving the Democrats a whole new look and feel, excuse me, and the representation of America. I mean, I really do want Buttigieg. However, safety says Kelly. And I like Shapiro too. I like them all. They're really good. Really good. Oh, guess what happened to me yesterday? Someone interviewed me on my views, on my political views of this race. I couldn't believe it that someone reached out and says, "Ron, can I interview you?" Oh, is he back? Is he back? How did we get what? Why is he back? What's his problem? No, here we go. Let's get him out of here again. Why is that not happening? What happened? Who was that person? Who's that idiot? Anyway, sorry about that. It should be name calling, but we had to get rid of this dude. How did he come out? He came out under another name. Put user on timeout. What is happening? Why is it not going on timeout? Okay, we're just gonna have to outright ban him. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now he's just totally banned. There we go. Okay, so man, woo, I mean he was persistent. That dude was persistent. The bots hone in on keywords. Yes. But I'm not, I mean, hello, we're not even really typing here. What's going on? We had a crazy bot. We had a crazy bot. Jetty says, I'm still leaning to Kelly, but I'm not sure. How did he get back? I know, right? Well, you know what? I realized that time out doesn't mean ban. So I had to totally now ban him. Period. Okay, it says Big Bot News today was banned and their comments were removed. Yes. Barry said, "Peace out, Big Bot, Robot." He's gone now for good, unless he comes under another name, and then we'll just keep blocking him out. We'll keep blocking him out. That's the beauty of the internet, right? We all have a gay bestie. Why not VP? Lisa says, "That's right. We all have a gay bestie." For some reason, I don't want Kelly. I want Petey. Yes, that's what Lisa says. I do. I want Petey first, then Shapiro. I mean, no, those are my two favorite, Petey and Shapiro, because they represent a new generation. I really do believe, think back, y'all, what made Clinton so compelling is that he picked Gore. And they represented a total generation change. Clinton didn't when he was young, 'cause Clinton was young, remember? And he did not say, "Oh, you know what? I need to get an old white guy to legitimize me." He didn't go that route. He says, "I'm going with younger." And he did. And that energized them beyond. I mean, they really did a great job. And they did a great job together. I mean, Clinton had one of the longest, well, first of all, he had no wars. Number two, the longest surplus, the highest, and well, not the highest, I would say the longest surplus. Yeah. So Omar says cockroaches are hard to kill. Yeah, that's right. You can't just give them a tap. Um Jelly says, I think Kelly would work well in the swing states, but I understand the hesitation. And Anthony says, I like Mayor Pete too. I also agree with that America may not be ready for a gay VP. I can see the haters calling it the DEI ticket. They're already calling it the DEI ticket. That's all. I mean, they're already calling Kamala D in spite of all of her success. In spite. It goes to show you these people are, they're just not smart. They're just not smart. Oh, okay. Let's see what this says. Mr. Zoom says Officer Tantum has a video with videos from CNN, MSNBC saying Kamala Harris was the border. Okay, that's another one. Is this another bot? Is this another bot? Dropped off at Borders. What the heck is going on? They're sending the bot stairs today. Banned. Another one. Banned. Whoa, they're like flies. Holy moly, what is going on today? That's 2 bots. Oh man, that means I gotta be quick on this switch. Okay, there we go. Yes, Lisa says, yes, I like the young dual options. Let's tear this old wall down and rebuild. Let's tear it down. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Chrissy's in the building. Chrissy's Corners is in the building. Okay, what time is it? It's 10:27. Let's get to class, y'all. It's time for class. It's time to get to class. And guys, if you have a question, please put a Q and then your question so that way we can answer them as we go into our lesson of the day. How to master smartphone photography. And for some of this is going to be a repeat, but this is the middle of the summer and people are out photographing. We are in the middle of summer. This is the last kind of like hurrah for the Southern folks because you guys go back to school in August. So, but we in the North, we go to back to school for most folks back. Vacation season doesn't end till Labor Day. So, yeah, that was I got rid of Mr. Zoom. He's gone too. He is gone too. But here we go. How to master smartphone photography. So here we go. Here we go. This is a good repeat lesson. It's a combination of all the stuff that we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks. How about that? But now towards the smartphone. Ah. Jamel Shabazz is in the building. He says, Grand Rising all. Anthony says, it'll be all encompassing at that point. It'll be a triple minority ticket. I say go all the way. Look, you're up against a criminal. You can do whatever you want. Really, you're up against a criminal. Okay, we're going to focus on the lesson today. How to master your smartphone photography. Here we go. Let's dive into some tips to elevate your smartphone photography game. Whether you're capturing candid moments or stunning landscapes, these tips will help you make the most of your smartphone camera. Next, you know how I feel about this. I will say it over and over and over and over and over again. Clean your lens. It might sound simple, but a clean lens can make a huge difference. Wipe it with a soft cloth to ensure your photos are sharp and clear. I told y'all about that time when I was with my friends in Texas. Ron, why are my photos so why are my photos so not sharp? Why do they always look so cloudy? And I said, have you ever thought about cleaning your lens? And everybody at the dinner table went, oh. And I always say, I just did it this week. I went past an eyeglass place and I said to them, I walked in and said, hey, do you have any glass, some wipes for my glasses? Do you have any cloths? Here we go. Here we go. These, you can't, I want to keep doing this. Okay, enough. Make sure you get your cloths. Wipe them down. Even if you don't wear glasses, go into a glass place and say, hey, do you have any lens wipers or any white lens cloths? Lens cloths? Put it in your pocket. Put it in like that little pocket in your pants. Put it in your back pocket. Put it in your wallet. Put it in your pocketbook. You should always have one of these on you. I have several of them. They're everywhere. One is because I have all these cameras. but mainly for my smartphone. This one is designated to my smartphone. Okay. Next, use natural light. Whenever possible, use natural light to illuminate your subject. Avoid using the flash as it can create harsh shadows and unnatural colors. I will say this over again. Natural light is so beautiful. Find it, look for it, search for it. Photographers, what do we do? What do we do as photographers? Someone answer that question. Some of y'all are regular students in this class, right? What do we do as photographers? What is our main objective as photographers? Come on, y'all. Someone, don't, it's quiet. It's quiet. What's going on? I want you to send some comments. I need someone to give me an amen that you know what do photographers do? What is the whole point? Anyone? Anyone out there? Okay, no one wants to talk. It is. We are light chasers. We are light chasers. We chase light. That's what we do. We chase the light. So, anyways, just want y'all to know. Just want you to know. Okay. Next thing, tap to focus. Tap on your screen to focus on your subject. This ensures that your main subject is sharp and well defined. A lot of folks don't know that. Thank you, Chrissy. Chrissy's corner says, find the light. That's what photographers do. We look for the light. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chrissy. Okay. Tap to focus. Most of our smartphones, well, all smartphones, I would say, anytime you're photographing someone on the screen, let me see if I can bring this up. And you can tap the phone and it will focus wherever you tap. So if you want to focus on a person, tap on their face in the screen. Or if you want to focus on a chair, tap, tap, tap. Always tap where you want to focus on your smartphone. And that smartphone you're telling your smartphone to focus on this point. It says whenever you take your finger and point and just kind of tap it, just tap it wherever you want. It will instruct your camera in your phone to focus where you're tapping. Most phones do that. Yes, Anthony. Anthony says also, we chase light. Photographers, we chase light. So use that. Also, here's that little tap to focus is also great when you're doing a sunset photo. Like, for instance, if you tap on a dark area on your screen while doing this, whatever, I mean, the dark area, let's say you're doing a landscape photo, or you're doing a cityscape, or you're doing a photo of the sun setting or the sun rising. If you tap on the dark area, your exposure of the camera is going to light up. If you tap on the sun, let's say, the exposure is going to go down to compensate for the light. Did you know that? Did you know when you tap on the sun, your exposure goes down? When you tap on the dark area near the sun or around the sun, it will open up the exposure. And the darker the object, the subject is inside the screen, if you tap on it, the darker it is, the more exposure you will get. You can change your exposure just by tapping Using that tap to focus is also the tap to exposure, right? So when you tap on your subject, it's not only making them sharp, but it's also making sure the exposure is correct. That was a bonus. That was a bonus. Yeah, that was a bonus one. Okay, here what are you guys are saying in here? Take the best shot. Right, Hannah says. Hannah says, take the best shot. Who knew? Look at that. Kimmy says, who knew? I like this tip. Tap to focus. That's right. That's what we're here for. It's Tip Tuesday. If you're here for the first time, you know why. Here you go. We're here to learn. Chrissy says that's a great tip. Are y'all ready for the next one? Are you ready for the next one? Here we go. Adjust exposure. Here we go. Most smartphones allow you to adjust the exposure by sliding. Oh, this is another one. That's right. This is another one I wanted to share with you guys. That's why I put this in here. Oh, most smartphones allow you to adjust the exposure by sliding your finger up or down on the screen. Did you know that? Brighten or darken your shot to get the perfect lighting. So, like, for instance, you can slide, just hold your finger onto the screen and just slide it. It will change the exposure. I do believe it's on the Apple phone and most Samsung phones. I should say Android phones. So the newer phones. Tap, hold, and slide. I think it's up here, up or down. Slide up and down, and it will adjust its exposure. You didn't know that one either. Okay, there you go. Aya says, we are the light chasers. Tap to focus. I like that. I like that. Anthony says, tapping also adjusts the shutter and ISO. Yes, on some phones. Okay, there you go. There you go. I almost want to go into that, but I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go, Anthony. I'm going to let it go. That may be too complicated right now. Hold on a second. We'll go to the next one. Okay, here we go. Next, avoid the digital zoom. I say this over and over and over and over and over and over. I don't even know why they have a digital zoom on your camera. Can I just say it? It sucks. It's a horrible tool. It is the worst. It is the worst part of smartphone photography. When you pinch in and zoom into your subject and then you try to take a picture, it's the worst. Avoid the digital zoom at all means. However, most cameras, you have wide, narrow, and normal, right? Most cameras have 3 lenses. Most of our cameras, no matter how old it is today, has 3 lenses on the back. 3 lenses. You can pick one of those lenses. Those are truly operating lenses. However, never zoom in with that finger thing. I don't know where that came from, but it's the worst. Don't ever do this on your screen. It's the worst. It becomes pixelated. It becomes like smudgy. It just looks horrible. Don't pinch and zoom. Avoid the digital zoom. Simply take the photo with one of the 3 regular lenses, and then after you take the photo, then you can crop it and make it big, and then you got all your pixels. Everything is right. Everything is in play. So you take the picture, and then you take your tools, your editing tools, and then you now zoom in, and then crop, and then you'll have the clear image you want. Okay? So don't use the digital zoom. Say it with me. Don't use the digital zoom. I feel like was it what? No more wire hangers. Oh goodness. Yes, no digital zoom. No. Stay away from it. Don't use it. Okay? There you go. There you have it. Let's go to the next slide. The next slide. Use the grid lines. We talked about that. Remember, we always tell everyone in this community, if this is your first time to this community, you know, you don't know, because now I'm going to tell you. We are always telling you to use the grid. Turn on your grid. My grid is always on my phone, on the back of my camera. Where's that camera? This camera right here, there's a grid. There's the grid on the back of the camera. It's not neat. I turn it on, but we're talking smartphones today. But yeah, I mean, look, my grids are always on. The grid. Can I do this? Can I get the grid? Can I show you my grid? Will it show up on the screen? There's that grid. You see the grid? See those faint lines? See those grids? The grids. Use the grids, not grits. Grids. Grids. Use the grids. Turn them on. Why? Why? Here we go. Turn on the grid lines in your camera settings to help you compose your shots using the rule of thirds. That's one. This can make your photos more balanced and visually appealing. We talked about the PowerPoints, right? That square in the center of the grid. The corners are called the PowerPoints. We talked about that, right? The PowerPoints. Make sure your subject is on one of the PowerPoints. In landscape mode, here's another lesson. I'm going to throw one in there. Landscape. Landscape is this direction. Portrait is this direction. Landscape is this direction. Portrait is in this direction. Right? But make sure your subject is on the PowerPoint, on the grid. Not only does the grid do that, not only does it do that to help you with composition, but it helps you to keep the photo, your picture leveled. Like that, you got all these beautiful lines. You can match them to the vertical of the building. You can, or the window, or you can match them to the horizon, or you can match it to the sidewalk, or you can match it to the window ledge, or you can match it to the outline of the door to give yourself a leveled picture. You ever seen a picture that's like leaning to the left or leaning to the right? You ever seen a picture that looks like something is wrong? Something's wrong here. Something's wrong when your picture looks like it's the Eiffel Tower. Not the Eiffel Tower, the Leaning Tower. Sorry, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Right? The Leaning Tower. No leaning towers. Make sure you photograph. Use your grid lines. Use them well. Oh, you know what? Let me also, while I'm doing this, I said I would do this. Oh, here we go. Am I going to do this right? Here we go. So, a commercial break. If you are interested in learning photography, make sure you reach out to me. I teach virtually. And if you want to learn how to use your smartphone better, if you want to learn how to use your DSLR or your mirrorless camera, or you say, I'm a hobbyist and I want to deepen my knowledge in photography, or I am just someone else interested in photography, but I want to get to know it, reach out to me and we can set you up for a virtual basic photography 101. Okay, there we go. Just had to throw that in there. I'm getting good at this thing. Also, you know how we roll here. You know how we roll. Because if you are listening and you've stuck with me this far, you might have to say, like, subscribe, and share. Okay. Should we continue? We're winding down. We're winding down. We're looking good. We're looking good on time as well. So we're good. Again, if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the question box. Yeah, there we go. Omar says about that, switching the lens in your phone. And photos are better take as is. And there we go. Okay, we got everything in here. Okay, let's move on. Let's move to the next slide. Experiment with angles. Be bold and get creative with your angles. Try shooting from different perspectives to add interest to your photos. Taking a picture of a person straight on is cool, but you know what's cooler? Get low. You hear me say that over and over again. Get low. Get low and take the picture from below. You can take the picture from above. Raise your arm and take the picture. You can get to the side of the person and take the picture or the subject. You can get to the left, to the right. Move around. Don't just settle for one angle. Move around. You might find a better picture. A better picture if you move around the subject. What I'm learning more now, and as I step into, I guess, more years of doing photography, and I'm learning from all my senior the dudes that have been doing it, the ladies and the dudes that have been doing it for a long time, is I'm less using my zoom lens, which is I've always used my zoom lens when I do street photography. But now I'm using it less. Why? Because it forces me to, one, get close to my subjects, to interact with my subjects. And also I can kind of like move around. I am the zoom. I am the zoom. And I get more crisp and more clear pictures, which is another subject between the zoom and a primary lens or a prime lens. Okay. Anyway, experiment, be bold, and get creative with your angles. Try shooting from different perspectives to add interest to your photos. Next. Here we go. Something we all love to do. Edit. Edit thoughtfully. Use editing apps to enhance your photos, but avoid over editing. Adjust brightness, contrast, and saturation to bring out the best in your photos. Right? Get it in. Get it in. Learn these editing tools. I remember I mentioned to you guys Snapseed. I think is the best free app that you can put on your phone. It's called Snapseed. Snapseed. Should I put that quickly in the comment box? Let me go to that here. Snap. Let me put it all in caps. Snap. Seed. There we go. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay. We just got it. Let me do that. Here we go. The caps didn't come on. There we go. And I'm going to put that in there so you can see it on the screen here. Okay, here we go. Snapseed. And I'm going to put that there so you can see it. There we go. Snapseed is a wonderful app. It does so much. When I was doing, the street protests and running around and trying to get photos done and edit and send them out to people and all that stuff, I used Snapseed. It was the fastest thing to get my photos edited on the move. Yeah, Snapseed. And you have other ones like Lightroom, which you have to pay for. You have Photoshop. You have to pay for the advanced part. You can get them on the free level as well. So you got Photoshop, Lightroom. My favorite though is Snapseed. And then most phones have their own editing programs. So you can use your own editing program to edit your photos. Remember I was talking about don't use that digital zoom, but to crop. That's how you crop, by using your editing tools. Bring back some of the color by using your editing tools. Add a little more color, add a little more vibrance, add a little more contrast. Let your photo be creative. right? Just because you take the picture out of just like as you see it, doesn't mean that's how you have to have it. As a matter of fact, here's a rule of thumb for photographers that have been in the business for a very, very long time. Most photographers, when they see a subject, they are looking at the subject with an editor's eye, meaning most photographers that you see all the legends and all the people and all, even when they use the light room, I'm sorry, the dark room and all, they're looking at the subject and what it will become. Can I say that again? They are looking at their subject, knowing how they're going to edit that subject. They already know I'm going to do some contrast here. I know that if this white wall contrasts with the black and she's wearing a black and white dress and I'm putting her in the center, how those are going to look fluid. They're creating the outcome in their heads before they click the button. Any photographers out there? Any photographers agree? Any photographers in the room? Confirm. Most photographers, when we are photographing, we already in our heads, as we are looking at the subject, looking at the story, we are calculating, processing the outcome. This photo is an outcome. We are photographing this subject because of the outcome. Oh, thank you, Chris. It's called pre-visualization, knowing the outcome before the shutter is pressed. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. There you go. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And look, that's what Chris says. That is how I work generally. Most professional photographers, that's how they work. They're not just photographing by chance, they're photographing with an outcome. Okay, next, get you out of here. Use the HDR mode. High dynamic range mode can help you capture more details in shadows and highlights, especially in high contrast scenes. Whew, that's a mouthful. I won't go into the technicals of it, but just think about we all have on our phones an HDR setting. Now, I don't use it because I shoot in RAW and I like to manipulate and connect and bring things back to how I see it. However, for those that just want to take a picture, put your photo. I mean, you're hobbyists. You just want to kind of just walk the streets and photograph, or you're taking pictures of your family, friends, and all that good stuff. Go with your HDR mode. And what it's doing when you click the button, it's taking it. Maybe I forgot the number, but it depends on the camera. But it takes several shots at one time and then merges them together, calculating the lights, that what we call the highlights, and the areas that are dark. So it's taking the shadows and the highlights, and it's taking many photos in many levels, and they merge them all together, creating a beautiful photo. That's what high definition, high dynamic range is doing. It's taking pictures over a range. The computer is doing it it's so fast how the computer does it, and it's calculating, it's taking pictures, and then it merges them all together. There you go. So it's a great tool. Next, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Experiment with different settings and techniques to find what works best for you. There you go. There you go. The more you practice, the better you'll get. The lesson in photography, the number one rule of thumb: shoot, shoot, shoot. Could I say that again? The number one rule: shoot, shoot, shoot. And you will become a better photographer. The more you do it, the better you become. Also, for we who have been photographing for a while, to keep our to keep from doing a little burnout here and there, because some of us have been doing photography for a long time, get a little bored. So put yourself on an assignment. I do this often. I'll say, you know what? This month, I am doing nothing but photographing with my 35 millimeter lens, right? I'm going to use my 35 millimeter lens in my, like walking in my street photography as I'm walking around. I will use nothing but my 35 millimeter lens. Or it could be next month, I'm going to just do nothing but my 85 millimeter lens. Or the next day, it may be something else. It could be whatever. You can put yourself on assignments. But whatever you do, practice every day. Practice. What Jamel Shabazz is in the building. What I love about Jamel is that he always has a camera. He has two of them. Usually two of them around his neck, around the side, in his hand. One is in his hand, one is around his neck. He's inspired me to say, oh, well, I need to think about having my cameras around my neck, one camera around my neck. And I noticed a lot of photographers that do it. Another photographer that I've been spending a lot of time with is Ian Reed, another amazing photographer that photographs in the Congo. He's photographed in Ukraine. He does photographs overseas. And he always has a camera around his neck and one in his hand. Right? Anyway, just saying, keep it interesting. Shoot. Take pictures. There's that grid. Remember those PowerPoints I was telling you about? Shoot. Photograph the things you love. There are many things. It could be art. It could be books. It could be whatever. Just photograph your world. Photograph it. Preserve it. You can do this. You can do this. Okay, guys. That's it for this week's Tip Tuesday. Remember, the best camera is the one you have with you. That doggone smartphone. Your smartphone is a powerful tool. Use these tips to capture beautiful, memorable moments wherever you go. Happy shooting for the rest of the summer. Happy shooting. There you have it. Did you learn anything? Did you have any questions? What time is it? Are we doing good on time? Oh, we got to get ready to go. Got to get you out of here. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. But yes, make sure you like, subscribe, and share if you learned anything today. Also, we have a great community of photographers. Reach out to them. You can learn from so many people in this room. Chris Baylor, Omar, Anthony. They're here. They're in the building. Right? Amparo's usually in the building. Gwendolyn's in the building. These are all photographers. Use them. Connect with them. They can help you. It's not just Ron's show. It's all of us working together. We are in this together. Let's do it together. Kimmy says, great tips. You have a gift in teaching, Ron. You think so? I like teaching. I love teaching. Alicia says, thanks for all the tips. And Aya says, may the grid lines be with you. Yeah, that was in my head. That statement was in my head. I just did not release it. Thank you for sharing it. Oh, goodness gracious. That's why I love this community. I love you guys. I love you all. You are amazing. What else are you guys saying in here? Since we are okay, I see here. Thank you, Ron. Amazing tips. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. And guys, thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that you one again, remember to this evening, join in on the national call with Kamala Harris and VP Kamala Harris. Make sure we do that this evening. And let's really get out there. Take those phones, guys, this week. Today, tomorrow, take your phones out and use them. Photograph your world. And what? Live life like you mean it and focus on what matters. Thank you for joining me today. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is our water cooler talk Wednesday. You know we're going in. You know we're going in tomorrow. So be a part of it tomorrow. We're going to have a great time. And I think that's it. I hate saying goodbye to y'all, but I got to go. I gotta go. Later.